Happy Monday, everybody. Welcome. I'm just gonna try to get this set up here a little bit. So, happy Monday. I'm Louise from Wildflower Wool, and welcome to our channel. I'm here every Monday night casting on a brand new project, or at least talking about what the new cast on is going to be. So, tonight, as always, we're going to chat about what you were all voting for. So, this was a very interesting vote today. Very interesting. So, we'll chat about that, what you guys were voting for. It was yarn colors that you were picking. I had the project picked. You were helping me pick the yarn. Let's see what else. I've got a few projects here, a couple projects. I've got last week's new start. I can show you. Um, I have a brand new little start. That was something totally brand new this week. I have a couple other projects and that charity project. Should I say it was a charity project? A stash project. That's what I called it last week. So I've got that to show you as well. So hi everybody. I see some people are coming in here. So I hope you've had a great start to your week. Hope you've got your knitting and settled in. Maybe some of you are outside sitting on a porch or somewhere outside listening and knitting. The weather is beautiful here, so hopefully you're having good weather where you are. So let's talk a bit about the yarn that you guys were voting for. So it was dishcloth cotton. So remember last week? Oh, we talk about the yarn that you voted for, I'm going to back it up a little bit. Last week, I got thinking about when I was chatting about the loops and threads cotton that Michaels is starting to sell. I thought it was like maybe had been a little bit critical of that yarn. And I thought I'd better like investigate this a little bit further. So if you remember last week, I had said that I'd gone to Michaels and it looked like they were clearing out all of the Lily sugar and cream dishcloth cotton and making room for their own loops and threads cotton. And I had picked up one and it felt squeaky. It was the dark green. I think it was colorway was pine. And I just like squeezed the ball and I was like, ooh, this does not feel good. And I immediately went into panic mode of like, oh no, is this all the cotton that Michaels is going to have available? And what am I going to do? Because I don't want to use squeaky yarn. And so honest to goodness, you guys, that green did squeak. It didn't seem very nice. And that's what I was talking about last week. So now, fast forward to this week, I went back to Michael's. So I went back and before you guys say anything too much here, I did not have a lot of dishcloth cotton in my stash because a couple of years ago when I was doing a dishcloth a week, I kind of used up all of my stash. So um I made a couple trips. I stopped a couple times and picked up a couple balls. Then I was in the area again and I picked up a couple more. And so I started thinking, well, maybe I will just, stock up a little bit on some of the sugar and cream before I can't get it. Not that I can't get it because I think that other places are still going to have it. Um, but Michael's is the easiest spot for me to go pick up dishcloth cotton. So anyway, hi Nancy, no squeaking. No, so I went back, and so some of this. So I'll sort this out into what you guys were voting for in a second. So some of this is the sugar and cream because I thought, I kind of went into like, ooh, maybe I need to like stock up. But then I got thinking, I thought, you know what? I should give the loops and threads a chance. So they didn't have a whole lot of colors out on the shelf because all the tags, oops, obviously had one too many in my hands and I dropped one. Can I find where it went? Yes. So all the tags on the shelf are all labeled as loops and threads, but it looks like they're just getting rid of selling off the sugar and cream. So there wasn't a whole lot of loops and threads. So I'm guessing as these are disappearing, then they're replacing them with their own version of the same colorway. So need or want? Well, is both. Because all of a sudden, as soon as you think you can't have something, then you definitely want it, right? But I do want to do a few projects over the summer. I honestly, I need some new dishcloths in my kitchen and a couple more pot holders. So that turns it into a need, right? So these are the only two that are the loops and threads. Um, because I was trying to look for something that would kind of match with what I already had. And I know you can't hear this, but it doesn't have that squeaky sound. And honest to goodness, I picked up that green and it squeaked, and I was like, oh no. But this is not, it does not squeak. So maybe I don't know. Was that It doesn't squeak. It feels fine. I don't know what I picked up or what it was, if that was a one-off, that one ball, if the green, just the dye process, I don't know. But honest, yeah, it didn't impress me that last week when I picked it up. This one here feels nicer. Yeah, hi Susanna. Yes, they're 100% cotton. So they are 120 yards, 2.5 ounces, 70.9 grams, which I think it's comparable. And it does say on here 100% cotton, because Michael's does have something, I think it's called Eco Cotton, and it's a cotton and nylon, I think, blend, like 15% nylon. So I haven't tried any of it. It feels nice and soft because nylon does make things feel soft. So this is the sugar and cream. So let's just compare, and then I'll tell you about the voting. So what are we? I can't remember what I just said. Okay, so they're both 2.5 ounces. They're both 70.9 grams, 120 yards. So they're identical, and they were priced at $3.99 here in Canada. I know in the US it'll be a little different pricing. So, which has definitely gone up a little bit, but still $4 a ball of yarn. I guess we can't complain about that. So, nope, Jocelyn, I'm just going to get to the winner. So, anyways, so I've got some loops and thread, and I thought, well, I should probably try knitting with it. And, but honestly, it doesn't feel that bad. I think maybe the sugar and cream is maybe a tad bit softer, but then really, 9 times out of 10, we're probably using this for a dishcloth anyway. So does softness really matter? And sometimes I think if it's a little sturdier, it might actually make cleaning, dishes and wiping counters actually a little bit better. So I want to give this a try. So what I had picked these two colors, and this is bubblegum burgundy, maybe. I can't remember. I know this one's bubblegum. Yes, burgundy. So I picked those two. There wasn't a third color of loops and threads to go with it. So this is the sugar and cream. So I picked those colors to go together to do a 3-color slip stitch pattern. I thought that actually looked kind of pretty, but maybe, yes, Suzanne, I saw you called this barn red, which I thought was really fun. Barn red, apple green, and bubblegum. What color is this? Hot green. Hot green. So this was what was on the right. Is this to the right for you guys? I'm not sure. So that was one option. The other option was more of a summer. Does that look Christmassy to you at all? Maybe? Oh, yes. Hi, Sally. It does look very much like a cranberry. It does. It's pretty. Because you guys know reds and pinks aren't my favorite, but I thought that looked pretty together. So then this was the left option, and these are all sugar and cream. This one here is tangerine. This one is yellow, and this one I think is called sea breeze. Yes. So a lot of people said, this one looks very summery and orange sunshine and sky. Yeah. So these were the 3 options. And you guys, I don't think there has ever been such a one-sided vote in how many this it's been like a couple years, I think, since you guys have been voting for these. At least a year, anyways. Anyways, I think this was the most runaway voting that we have ever had. There was 108 people voted. And where was my breakdown? Yes, it was like I just kept counting just for fun, just to see how high the votes would go. So I'll tell you which color combination. And if you guys voted at all, and if you took a peek on Facebook or Instagram in the post, or take a look at the Instagram feed poll, or here on YouTube, across all platforms, which again is unusual because usually Facebook and Instagram vote differently for some reason. But this time, every place was a clear winner. And the winner is, hands down, the more summery colors. So the blue, the orange, and the yellow, this is what won. So now, so out of 108 votes, 88 people voted for this color set. 81%. The other colors got 19. So there was 20 people wanted this color. So it was pretty one-sided, which I thought was really fun. When because throughout the day I will go and I'll just look at Instagram stories just to see, what the voting is, if it's changed. Uh, I like literally did a double take when I saw how many people had voted for this, and I think there was 4 people had voted for the other colorway. So this one is a clear winner. So I really, really hope it looks great together. I think it'll look fine, but it's going to be fun. So this is going to be a project that's going to end up in my kitchen because I said I needed some new pot holders. So this colorway is going to kick that project off. Updating my kitchen. So this is going to be fun, and it definitely does have a very summery feel to it, doesn't it? So my attempt at knitting with the loops and threads has been put on hold. So maybe I will just at some point just cast this on. But so I should amend, like I said, what I said last week. This actually doesn't feel that bad. Doesn't feel that bad. So I think it'll be good. And really, could they bring out a yarn that was squeaky or like not very nice? I mean, I guess they could, but you wouldn't think they would, right? So, anyways, I think this will be fine. I am like done panicking that I'm going to end up with squeaky dishcloth cotton. So I think we're good. But at some point I will cast that on and we'll know for sure. Has anybody else tried it? I was curious. I took a look at the sugar and cream just to see. I googled it and I was hoping. I just wanted to know if it was still for sale other places, that they weren't discontinuing it or something. But it looks like it's still for sale on a couple of online sites. So while I was also, what is squeaky cotton? Yeah, we don't want a squeaky cotton, Amanda. So last week, I had said I had picked up a ball of the loops and threads cotton in Michaels, and I picked up the green colorway. It was pine, and I did this, and it was squeaky. I know, and I like literally put I put it down. I thought, oh my gosh, what are they bringing in? But the pink and the red, the bubblegum and the burgundy, it feels fine. So I don't know if it was just that green. I don't know what it was. So anyways, so I think it's fine. So I didn't want to have everybody concerned if you haven't felt it before because it's not that bad. So I also picked up 2 more colorways because because they were pretty and they caught my attention. So this one here is azalea, red, red, pink, and white. I've knit with this colorway before and it's lovely. And this is hot pink. I've had this in my stash before because lots of times I'll do hot pink and hot green together. So I should have some yarn left over from these. So maybe, I don't know, mix and match some. The sea breeze and the hot pink, that might look fun together too. So I have a little bit of dishcloth yarn in my stash now. So I'll be able to mix and match a little bit. So I know, Amanda, right? And honest, I am not making it up. That green ball was squeaky. So, but then I couldn't find the green again. I went back to the Michaels and the green was gone. So I don't know. Either somebody loved that colorway and bought all the balls, or I don't know where it went to. Um, Anyways, oh, Liz, so you're back to winning. You're on the winning streak. I thought I saw you vote for both, Susanna. Well, you can't really go wrong. Both colorways would look pretty, right? So that's what I'm wondering if it was something in the dye, because I know I've heard that before that sometimes the dyeing process can you know, affect the yarn differently. And maybe it did. Maybe that's the only thing I can think of. So, oh, hey Val, you voted for the yellow combo. Well, you're on the winning side. What else was I going to say about this yarn? So, anyways, I'm excited to do something. This should be a small, quick, easy, fun project. Fingers crossed. I have said that in the past. Doesn't mean that I will get it finished for next Monday, but hopefully, a couple Mondays coming up soon. It'll be done. So I found a pattern. I was going through. I've been in cleaning mode this week. I have actually done more cleaning than knitting this week, which my knitting has suffered, but it feels pretty good to get some spring cleaning done that I couldn't get done earlier in the year. So I found some old pattern books. Over in the Fiber Friends podcast, we are doing a vintage knitting challenge in August. So I think that this qualifies. Um, I don't know if there's a year on here. Sometime Sometimes I wish there was. I wish they would put the years on. Sometimes they do, but most of the time I find they don't. Um, anyways, so there is some fun things in here. All of the knitted toys. But there is the dishcloth or the pot holder. I don't know if it's on the there's pillows. There's pillows on here, which are fun. Oh yeah, there they are. There's a colored picture. Okay. There, the red. And this bluey colored here. So there's three colors in there, and it's a slip stitch pattern. So I'm going to kind of rewrite this one. Oh, Amanda says that you've noticed that with Red Heart yarn, that some of them feel very different depending on the colorway. So, okay, so I'm not losing my mind. So it is true, right? Yes, Susanna, it is 100% cotton. Yeah. Oh, Sally, you love the beach colors. I know. It is the blue, the orange. I know there's something about those colors, right? Um, Liz, you don't have this book? Yeah, I have got a good collection of some of the old pattern books. And like look at some of these. Like look at the snake. That must be like a door stopper, I'm guessing. Pillows, hot water bottle cover. Look at I think booties or socks. Is that the blanket? Yes. And are those more pillows? Maybe. I'm not sure what those are. Yeah. Oh, there's like a lot of little toys, like a little mouse and the turtle, the bear. There's some interesting. So, anyways, the pot holder. I was just flipping through it and I found the pot holder and I thought, you know what, that sounds really fun. Um, oh my gosh, there's a man's knitted tie in here. Just just missed Father's Day. Don't know what my dad never wears a tie. He would not enjoy a knitted tie. Did I see a poncho? Oh my gosh, you're right. Who has said that? Oh, hi, Nita. The poncho on the doll is the first pattern that you ever knit. Oh my gosh, look at that. I didn't even really recognize that. Look at that little tiny poncho. That is so cute. I know some I just love going back through these books and some just to see, the pictures. Oh my gosh, you guys, there's Humpty Dumpty. Do kids even know who Humpty Dumpty is these days? I would guess. Well, I always think of it as Polka Dot Door is what made me remember it. Oh my gosh. So, anyways, that is where the dishcloth pattern came from. But it is written, you know how some of the vintage patterns are wrote a little not as clear as our patterns are these days. And the yarn is different and the needle size is different. So yeah. So anyways, I'm just gonna redo that and just try it. It looks really fun. I think it will be um it'll be a fun little project to work on. Anita, I would think the book is from the mid 70s. Probably. I think. Yeah, you're probably right. Oh my gosh, you guys. That's the toilet paper cover doll, isn't it? Oh, okay. So hi Anne, Bizarre Times. Sounds like it might be from the 70s. Sponge bag? What is a sponge bag? Do I want to know? Um, Humpty Dumpty sat on the wall. Okay, now I want to see what that. Um, oh, coat hanger covers, you guys. I think they're crocheted. I know I'm kind of getting off track here, but this is I don't know. Stuff like this is interesting. There's a knitted belt, a knitted tie, a crochet tie, a cushion. What is this? Um, Cozies are the best sellers. So is this a teapot? I don't understand what this is. Okay, let me show it to you. Okay, so what is the house? Does that go over a teapot? There's a teapot one. What is this? Um, Cottage cozy to knit, but what do you I- I'm stuck. Oh, I think the poodle is a bottle cover or something like that. Yes, I actually have the poodle. Oh, there's a poodle up here. Is that the bottle cover? Or is that too? Oh, maybe a Kleenex box. Oh, a toaster, Donna says. Nita says a toaster as well. I've never thought about doing a cover for my toaster. Maybe we could bring that back into style. Yeah, Suzanne, I guess it could cover whatever you wanted it to cover, right? Oh, no, Nikki says they are all teapot cozies. I don't know. I kind of like the idea of a toaster cover though, because pretty sure I would be the only one who had one. Okay, what are these? Ooh, knitted snake. I think I could pass on that. Oh, there's some cute little baby blankets. Okay, here we are, you guys. Bathroom cover-ups. Okay. Okay. Okay, what is this? The teapot cozies come in all shapes and sizes as do teapots. Very true. Very true, Nikki. Kim says toaster. They used to put them over blenders, toasters, everything on the kitchen counter in the 70s. The date, I know, you're right, Liz. You would think it would be on the inside, but I, I don't see it. Anyways, okay, back to the bathroom cover-ups. There is a crinoline doll. Okay, but it doesn't give me any description. I want to be, like modernize your bathroom with a stylish doll to sit on the back of your toilet and hide your toilet paper roll. I don't know. Um, what are we talking about? Oh, my pink bathtub. Oh my goodness. My pink bathtub. I am so sorry. I have forgotten what your name is. Can you remind me, please? Um, oh, I'm so anyways, I know the knitted poodle. Is this knitted poodle? He's not tall like the bottle. Is he covering a toilet paper? Does it tell me in the miscellaneous section? Um, Diane, that's right, because that's right. That's right. Because yes, sometimes we'll have three Dianes here. So sorry, Diane. Yeah, anyways, we were going through here. So the winning colorway that you guys were voting for this week was this. In this old pattern book, I came across a slip stitch pattern to do pot holders, which then led me to flipping through here. And um, and it's just we have chatted so many times over on the Fiber Friends about all of these interesting knits that our parents or grandparents had. Um, the dolls and things. So Sherry said, I just bought a toilet paper cover kit from Jimmy Bean's Wool. They call it a um okay, and it's sweaters with toilet paper printed with knitting tips. What? That is so funny. I love looking at the vintage stuff. So anyways, here it is. I have got the pattern in my hot little hands, you guys. Um Knitted poodles body. Okay. Um Anyways, that's there. That's the excitement of my night. I can knit myself a poodle for my bathroom. Okay, and then after that, how do you just follow up with pillows? They're pretty ordinary. Some bed socks, and then some knitted toys. And truly, I think the best thing in here is actually the pot holders. So I think they're going to look lovely, and I can't wait to work on them. Oh, Sabrina, that's right. You do need the poodle pattern. That would be fun for you. Okay, well, let's talk about actually what I did work on knitting this week. Which was a little bit. I did a lot more cleaning than I did knitting, which is very surprising for me. But when you get that urge, that mood strikes, oh boy, I didn't get very much done on here. Um, you got to jump on it, right? Anyways, this is another extra little new start that I started over the weekend. And actually, I did, it's a headband. It will be a headband for a Learn to Knit class that I'm doing later this week. So this is going to be my project for tonight is to get this headband done and to knit a little flower and get it all sewn together. So I have a little sample for the ladies that are going to learn to knit. Um, and I had cast this on, I cast on way too many stitches. I just kind of roughly guessed, and it was like, yeah, it was like covering my whole head. It looked like a hat knit sideways instead of a headband. So I pulled it out, and this is what I've got. So we'll see if I'm actually happy with that. I think so. This I stopped in at Knit Stitch on Thursday, I think, and I just grabbed one of these balls. This is Drops Wool. What is it? Drops Andes Blend. I always want to say Wool of the Andes, but that's Knit Picks. So I think it's Andes Blend. It's wool and alpaca, and it is nice. It is really, really nice. So this is like a bulky yarn. I'm using a 6.5 millimeter needle. Just do a super simple little garter stitch headband. Just have a few ladies that are going to come and learn and just learn the absolute basics. Don't have a whole lot of time, so we're going to work on some garter stitch and just get them actually knitting. So I thought headband would be a cute little project that they can work on. So that got started and ripped out and started again. I also worked on this project. Last week, I had talked about when we were at the beach, Knit in Public Day at the beach. One of the ladies came and she had a whole big bag of yarn that she had pulled out from her stash. Some of it was new yarn, some of it was old yarn. And we all divided it up between our guild members, and we were all going to knit something out of all of this yarn. And just, one big group effort over the summer and get all this yarn knit and turn it into something usable as opposed to just sitting, in some back of somebody's closet and not getting anything done. One of the balls that I brought home was this. I'm really hoping this does not tangle. So I'm just started knitting it from the outside. See how it sticks to itself. So it is what 90% acrylic, 10% mohair, I think is what this said. Yep, 10% mohair, 90% polyacrylic. So that is the tag. So this has been around for a while. It actually suggested a 4.5 millimeter needle. I went with just a 4. And I'm just doing one of my garter stitch asymmetrical shawls. So I just started and got a few rows done on it, and the yarn is actually really nice to knit with. It's actually really soft. Um, Sometimes things with mohair, I actually find them to be a little itchy, but this is not. Oh my gosh, Sally, you found the book on Etsy? Get out. Oh my goodness. That is so funny. So there's my little start cast on, obviously my increase edge, garter stitch, and I'm doing the yarn over increase. And so far with this yarn, those yarn overs are staying open. If you remember back, I don't know, a number of weeks ago, I did one of these with the yarn over increases, and you couldn't see the yarn overs at all. They just all just blended in with the other stitches. But this one so far has got nice detail for the increases. So I just like doing yarn overs. I think yarn overs are my favorite increase of all time. I just like using them on everything. So that's what I've started with this. So I'm just going to go, I'm just going to knit this big ball. It's 200 grams, and we'll see however big it is. That's the great thing about these asymmetrical shawls is you just keep going. And yeah, and when you're almost out of yarn. So I'm hoping I'll get just a really nice big shawl out of it, and I don't know what I will do with it. Maybe I'll keep it for myself. Maybe it will go in the Christmas box. Maybe it'll get donated at Christmas to like the women's shelter. We will see. So anyway, that's fun. That's going to be my kind of Netflix watching, easy peasy, back and forth garter. Love doing these. This is I said it before that I think I should always have one of these scarves on the needles because I do just love knitting them. So this will be the third one I've done this year. So that speaks volumes for me to do the same thing over and over and actually get them finished. I finished 2, so this will be number 3. The other 2 projects I worked on are my Get Her Done projects for the Fiber Friends Challenge for June. The Get Her Done. Maybe the Get Her Done is kind of what spurred me into this house cleaning at my house. Who knows? Socks. So last week I showed you both of these pairs of socks, and I got a little bit, like a good amount done on both of them, I would say. So this is the yarn that I dyed myself. It's some sock yarn, and it's just this fall colorway. Didn't I remember when I was dyeing it, this didn't turn out at all what I wanted. I was going for more of an orange. I wanted definitely orange. And it's kind of more of a rusty color, but it turned out really nice. So I was, originally when I picked this up a few weeks ago, I was only a couple of rows past the ribbing. And now I've got a good chunk of the leg. I'm going to measure, see how much farther I have to go before I start to working on the heel. So this has been going well. I'm working on this with the square needles, the DPNs from Collage Needles, and I'm getting the hang of them. I had said last week, the week before, that it was just a little different feel having the square needles, but I like them. They're nice. So I'm really enjoying that. So I'm just going to keep working away on that. This is only sock 1. I don't know if I'll get a whole pair done before the end of June, but I'm going to see how far I get. So the other sock that I was working on was this really pretty yarn from Songbird Fibers. And it is, oh, I can't remember again. What was it? I think Gray Catbird. Gray Catbird, I think is what it was called. It was catbird of some sort, red or gray. Anyways, it'll be Vicky. This is a yarn I got last year at Woolstock, and I was knitting socks for my mom. So, oh, hi, Diane's asking, is there any advantage using square needles? People say that it is supposed to be easier on your wrists. I don't know. I don't have any wrist problems typically, so I'm not finding any difference, anything good or worse with them. They're just an extra pair of DPNs that I could find that did not have anything already on them. But some people say they are supposed to, they are promoted as helping with wrist problems. So if that's something that you um, have trouble with, it may be worthwhile to give them a try. They had fixed needles as well. They actually had straight needles, which I thought was interesting because not a lot of people use straight. Well, I mean, there must be still a lot of people that do, but a lot of people I know have kind of given up the straight needles and gone to circulars. But anyway, so you guys hold on to your chair because I have a finished sock. So I think, where was I last week? I think I was just about ready to do toe decreases when we were chatting. So I finished this all off. The ends are all woven. This is 100% done. So, and then what do you do when you finish one sock and you have to start the second one? That's right. You cast it on immediately. So I'm knitting this one with the little 9-inch needle. I think this is a Knitter's Pride needle, and it's not bad, but the join is not as nice as some of the others, like a Haya that I have, or there's a different one that I have from Knit Stitch, and I can't remember the brand name because it was a different one. But anyways, yeah, so this one's fine. It works, but it's not my favorite. But there we go. I've got ribbing done. I'm done. I have not started the leg apparently, but I am. I've got my 2 inches of ribbing done. So I'm just ready to do the leg, just round and round garter stitch until I'm ready to do the heel flap. So I am really, 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 really hoping that I can get this sock finished so I can have this pair done. So I don't know how much we'll get done on here. I'm going to keep working a little bit, little on here, but I really want to focus on here so I can get this done. Because what we're just exactly, what is this, the 19th? Tomorrow's the 20th. Okay, the month is slipping away. So we'll see. I'm going to try. But no matter what, I'm definitely making some good progress on here and getting really close to a finish. So, and I think that, oh no, I have one more thing to show you. So last week's new start. So it has started, but I'm also going to pull it out. Um, I just did an educated guess on how many stitches I needed, and I did too many. So I'll show this to you. So remember last week was the hand dyed, or well, it is hand dyed, but it's also hand spun yarn that I bought at the beach last week at Knit in Public Day. So look at this. Look at all these fun colors. So this is the one, there was last week you were voting for 2 skeins of hand spun. This was the nice bright one. The other one was more pastel. So the bright colors won. And here's that little bit of orange and what is it? Orange, yellow, and green. There's just a little bit. So I'm going to blend it in. Now I'll show you the knitting. I didn't pull it out because I wanted you to see it knit up because it looks so pretty. So a couple things. This is kind of like a working gauge swatch. I started it, and because I didn't know how many stitches, I was just looking at the yarn thinking, let's hope this is maybe 5 stitches to the inch. Well, I think it's more. And I went a little bit bigger needle, so that's probably, I haven't even measured my gauge, but it's more than that because it's ended up bigger. Now, if you're somebody who likes a nice big loose cowl, this might actually be fine for you, but I don't have a lot of yarn. This was just a teeny tiny little bit, and this was a small skein, but I thought a cowl I could squeak out of this. But I think if I keep it this big, mm, might get enough to get a cowl. But I typically like my cowls to be a little snugger. So I'm going to take off about that many stitches and recast on. But you guys, this yarn is so soft. It is so beautiful. And just look at those colors. Isn't that gorgeous? So this I started knitting in double seed stitch. I think you can kind of see, maybe not, see a little bit of the texture in there of the double seed stitch. But the obviously the color is bold and bright, and it is just you can't really see the pattern, which is fine because I love knitting seed stitch. So I just thought, well, instead of ribbing, I would just put this on the bottom, and then I think I may just stockinette the middle of it, and then to if this had shown up a little bit better, I was just going to do double seed stitch the whole way from cast on to cast off, and just have the nice texture. But it's not showing up as much as I had thought. Maybe it still would, even with all the colors in the yarn. So I will cast on again and do double seed stitch or maybe ribbing, and then just stockinette it and just let the colors shine and do their thing. But the really exciting thing that I did on here, can you see my cast on? There's just a nice chain edge all along here. I did the Chinese waitress cast on using the crochet hook. Have you guys ever done that? One of our guild members was talking about it, and I thought I have never done it with the crochet hook. I remember doing it a long time ago, well, a couple year two ago, on a project, and I liked it, but I had never done the crochet hook version. So see, there's a nice lot of stretch in there, and it was really interesting. Oh, Nancy has done it. Were you happy with it? Um, oh, Nikki says, "Yep, I've done the cast on and I love the effect." Yes. So I really like this. It's nice and stretchy, and I really like how it looks on both sides. So this is one that I will definitely do again. And I found the crochet hook, um, it was just a little fiddly just at the start getting it going, but once you got the hang of it, it was easy to do. So these are the winning yarns, Mary. So did you vote for this? I can't remember what you voted for. Okay, so Nancy says she really likes that cast on. Nikki said she really liked it. I really liked it as well. I've been I've been going to the cable cast on for my hats just because I like how that looks with the with the one by one ribbing. But this is really nice, and I like how much stretch there is. So I will definitely be using this one again. Um, Lots of fun. This is a good one too. So that's what I've been working on. And left. That was the left colorway. Oh, you voted left. Mary, you're in the winning side tonight. So, yeah, I'm really liking this. So I'm going to pull this out, make it a little bit smaller. The handspan's gorgeous. You guys, I may keep all of these for me. I keep thinking that all of these that can go in the Christmas box, can go in the Christmas box, but I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. I can't keep everything, can I? Well, maybe I can. I don't know. Um, we'll see. Some of it's going to have to go in the Christmas box, or I'm going to have disappointed family members. And I think this would be fun for I think maybe my niece might like this. So, anyways, I'm gonna work on that and just see. I'm gonna incorporate the yellow in. I was going to put it in back a couple of rows ago, but there was a bit of yellow and orange already in this main color ball. So I decided to wait because I didn't want them to stack on top of one another because that would really defeat the purpose of trying to put a little bit of yellow and orange in there. So yeah, so I'll just play with it. I'll join it in, and then I'll just carry it up the rows on the inside. So, oh, Cindy, you missed most of this. Puppy wanted to play. Well, Did you see, I think did you see the winning yarn? There you go. Beach colors. And then we talked about, vintage knits. So, which is where the pattern came that dishcloth cotton is gonna turn into. So I'm really excited for that. I'm going to probably work it on a 4.5 millimeter needle, probably a 4, I think, since I knit loose. I'm gonna go and I want it nice and tight. Don't want it to be loose. So that's what I'm gonna work on this week, you guys. This is probably exactly, I think that's everything. I think that's exactly what I'm gonna keep working on. Um, I'm close, right? Like there's really no reason why this should not be finished next week. My little headband, this has to be done because there's a deadline for it. So it'll be finished next week. And I'm just gonna keep working away. My socks, this new pot holder, hopefully it gets finished because that would be lots of fun. Um, and then I can actually put it in my kitchen. And if I like it, maybe I'll do the other colorway and use some of that loops and threads, cotton, and report back how it actually knits up. So, what is everybody else working on? What are your plans for the week, knit wise? Anybody starting anything new? Anybody close to finishing anything? Oh, Cindy, you're having surgery tomorrow. All right. Well, I hope it all goes well. Hopefully, you will be feeling well enough to knit, or at least in your recovery time. I hope you have um, some easy knitting projects that can help you put in those weeks while you recover. Amanda, oh, you're currently making stitch markers. Fun. That's good. That's a fun little project. Oh, Cindy, you think you will have time to knit and crochet? Well, I mean, that should be the balance, right? At least hopefully you'll get a little extra time, either, I mean, if knit or crochet when you feel up to it, or audiobooks, TV, movies, Netflix, whatever, right? Um, Sally, I'm going to finish my socks in the next few days. That's exciting. Finished socks are always fun. Kim, you started um, right with your I put my sweater out time. Okay, so what did you start? Right, Rikke? Is that the name of a project of the pattern? You put your sweater in timeout. Oh no, that's not good. I was talking with somebody today, and she had just pulled out a project bag at her timeout, and it had been in timeout for 10 years. 10 years, you guys. So, Kim, I hope your sweater doesn't end up in that situation. Diane, you're knitting. Oh, a shark toy. Oh, to give my school, shark is a school mascot. That is awesome. That is so fun. The kids will love that. Nikki, spring sorrel, nice, is new on the needles, and my sea glass tee just needs sleeves. That's right, because you've been working on that pretty steady. Oh, that's exciting. Salt water mitts are done, Nikki. Look at you go. Awesome. Donna, you started another ranunculus. Lovely. Can never go wrong with that pattern. Lovely, Donna. What color are you doing it in? Nancy, you just finished a blanket and you're knitting a carry shawl at the moment. Nice. A blanket with a shawl will feel like such a small project after getting a blanket done. Nice. Oh, so rake? Okay. Where did I just lost it's a hat pattern. Nice. Hats are always good again because they're fairly quick. You get something on your needles, you get off the needles, you feel a sense of accomplishment. Oh, Amanda says, okay, Amanda, I feel like there's a story here. Amanda says, Cindy, I don't recommend knitting while on morphine. What? No, I could see where you would think you knew what you were doing and did something different. Yes, maybe not. Yes. Yeah, I know 10 years. I know, I know. Um, Yeah, wait till the painkillers are done for sure. Those can be the audiobooks or movie watching days or maybe just sleep. Hi, Debbie. Oh, you finished a pair of socks and just started a new pair. Excellent. No, okay, so Cindy, are they or Debbie, sorry. Um, are they for you? Or have you started Christmas knitting for your family? Hi, Jen. Jen, you are working on finishing the Sushi Shrug. That is a tongue twister. And a cast on a new pair of socks. Socks are always, yes, are always good things to have on the needles, right? You know how lots of people like, always have a vanilla sock on the go just to knit wherever they are? That's what I feel this is for me because we all know I want to be a sock knitter and I try to knit socks, but I kind of I do and then I don't. But these, I absolutely love knitting these garter stitch shells. Love them. Sabrina, you need to work less and knit more, don't we all? Well, I'm coming to the end. I'm going to be back at work in a few weeks. So, yes, I'm going to be back in the working world here again. So, yeah, but that is true, right? Work always seems to take up valuable knitting time, right? Yeah, but my family has this terrible bad habit they want to eat. I know. We have to make the money, don't we? But it also is our yarn money too. So, oh no, oh Amanda, you had to restart the rain shell 5 times. That was on the morphine. Yeah, not good. Hi, Sam. How are you doing? Debbie, oh, socks are for you. Oh, getting new pairs ready for the winter. I have 4 pairs so far. Good for you. I know, and that's what I'm so tempted. I really want to get some new socks this year in my sock drawer. So this winter I'll have some new socks too. So yeah, that means I'm going to have to knit a bunch more and quickly. So, because yeah, we'll be needing them soon. Hopefully not for a while anyways. We'll be able to enjoy summer, but summer's a good time to knit socks, right? Go to the beach and knit socks. Always fun projects. Well, you guys, this has been so much fun chatting. I'm really excited for this week's project. I know I'm excited for all of these things. So I'm gonna have to find a little more time to knit this week and get a little bit more progress done on these. So I'm gonna put stitch markers on all of these projects where they are so that next week we can come back and we can take a look and see exactly how much progress I've made. Hopefully, there'll be a couple of finishes to show you. Fingers crossed. Oh, Sam, yeah, you were given the option of doing some surgery on your wrist because you're having trouble with that, aren't you, too? But you're just not decided yet. Yeah, it's something you got to think about. Cindy, you need a few pairs of socks. And once I finished these, I've known socks for a while. Okay. So you kind of like sock knitted yourself out a little bit. Well, then yeah, switch it up a little bit, right? Into yeah, knit a couple things and then come back to the socks. Well, you guys, I'm gonna have to find a new home for all of my new dishcloth here and loops and threads. I'll give that a try at some point. Maybe I'll put it back in the voting again in the next few weeks and we'll see. I'm curious to try it. Definitely feels better than the green. So I think Amanda answered that question because she said that she had found was it red heart you found felt different depending on the colors. So maybe it's just the green is that squeaky feel. Because yeah. So anyways, I'm glad that the other colors, at least the two pinks, seem to be pretty nice. Liz, you've had three wrist surgeries. Yes, it puts you off your knitting for a time, but well worth it. I guess you got to look at the long game, right? And see the long term. Well, Cindy, you'll have to find something else while you're recovering. It's not going to be socks. Oh, Susanna, you finished a baby blanket. Oh, that's right. You were working on, yes, for Presley. No, you were doing a sweater too, weren't you? Anyways, I'll keep reading your comment. So Susanna finished a baby blanket for Presley born on April 29th, 2023. Then I finished a 10 and counting cowl. Look at you. You were on a roll. Two good finishes. Ah, yes. There you go, Cindy. Knit dishcloths because it doesn't matter if they're wonky. That's right. Um, that's right. You can use them. That's right. In the shower, in the kitchen. Yeah. If you've got an extra yarn over or something, it'll be totally fine. That's right, Suzanne. You're working on the baby vertebrae for Presley. Nice. That's good. You got a lot of stuff done. How is your Rebel Mystery Knit Along going? You were getting really close on that. Have you been working on it, or did you set it aside to do the baby knit, Susanna? Well, everybody sounds like they've got great projects on the go, so hopefully it will be a good week for all of us and get lots of progress done. I am, yeah, I'm hoping that my sock knitting carries on. And I'm glad that I've got that second sock cast on because if I hadn't cast it on right away, it could have just sat. This way, the ribbing's all done, so now I can just pick it up. I've got a lot of, like Netflix watching, the shawl, the sock, the plain socks, except this one's getting close to the heel. So, and then the gusset stitches and all that. So, um, but we'll see. We'll see. I'm hoping for good progress this week. We'll be back here Monday night and next week, and we will see how much what I've got done. Oh, Susanna said no, it was set aside, but I have a deadline of July 20. Oh, you're doing like Christmas in July. Yeah, so the Rebel Mystery Knit Along, for anybody who doesn't know, is Jocelyn's pattern. And it was a Christmas, it was done in December with 24 clues, December 1st to 24. So like an Advent pattern. So, but obviously you can knit it any time of the year that you want. So Susanna's just getting hers finished up. All right, everybody. Well, I think we have just about chit-chatted about everything. Oh, Kim. Oh, no. Kim is saying, Louise, did I know that there are a lot of Hallmark movies on YouTube? No. Like, you can watch the whole movie on YouTube? Oh. I don't know, Kim, if that's bad or good. Okay, I'm gonna go check that out. So what do you search for on YouTube? Or what is there a Hallmark does Hallmark have a YouTube channel? Oh, Amanda, I'm so happy that you are here tonight. So good luck with your projects this week and have a great week. Okay, now I'm gonna have to go search when we're done here. Um, as you can tell, I'm back at my daughter's tonight. I came down today to visit with her and the baby for a night or two. So I am going to go and get settled in and see if my granddaughter is still awake and play with her for a little bit. And then it's going to be, yeah, I think we'll probably put a movie on or something and sit and knit for a bit. Look for needles. I'm going to look for needles for the pot holder because I really want to cast this on. I'm really excited to see these colors knit together and see how it turns out. Oh, Sally, you have watched a couple of movies on YouTube. Really? I don't think I've ever. See, okay, why am I so surprised? Because you think about it, right? Knitting podcasts can be an hour or two. Grocery Girls are some of those like edging on 3 hours. So I guess that's no different than watching a movie, is it? Huh. Okay, I'm gonna have to Google. This is so exciting. Um, thanks, Kim, for for hooking me up on this. Now, that's exciting. That is really, really super exciting. I can't wait to go check that out. Okay, everybody, thank you so much. This is always so much fun chatting with you all. And of course, thank you for voting. It is so fun. And I cannot believe, I think this is like I said at the beginning, this is the first time that there's ever been the voting has all pretty much gone one way. There was a few of you that liked the pink and the red and the hot green, but everybody went with the beach colors. So that's what I will be casting on, and I will show it to you next week. Hi, Louise. Oh, good night, everybody. So there you go. All right, that's right. An hour can go by fast, Nancy. You're absolutely right. Okay, guys. Well, I'm going to wrap this all up so everybody can go carry on and maybe do a little bit more knitting yourself, right? Oh no, Sabrina, you were one of the 20. Well, you guys, that's all right. The colors will come back around. Good night, Diane. All right, everybody. Thanks so much for voting. Thanks for chatting and have a fantastic week. And I will chat with you all again next Monday. Good night.